Welcome back, viewers. We're still talking to Elsie of Big Samps Market, and we're talking about how you can sit in your home and get healthy foodstuff in a very affordable and convenient manner. And that's the big vision of Big Samps Market, to be supplying all of us in our homes. And we've talked a bit about some of her challenges, and I think we've made a lot of progress. And if you're sitting at home, this could have been you, but you didn't send us a 1-minute video telling us what your challenge was. So don't forget, if you have any business challenges or you want to be sitting here and we're giving you support and giving you guidance in your business, send a 1-minute video to our WhatsApp number 026 300 5055, and we'll be very happy to help you. So Elsie, now we have a big vision.
Yes.
Now the next thing is, how are we going to finance this vision? How are we going to buy those trucks? So Frank,
Great.
help
Elsie.
us.
Yeah, thank you. So tell us, how did you finance the business to get to where it is now? How did you buy equipment? How did you finance the
What
basic
equipment do you
things?
have now?
Now we have a big fridge. We have not too big, but
Okay.
it's big for us. We have a big freezer. We have an in-house blender. We have some few equipment, like let's say a sink. We didn't have a sink. Now we have a sink
So you
that
wash
we do
and
our
clean
washing
the
and
grocery.
cleaning and
Lovely.
everything. Yes.
And how did you finance all those things?
So when I started, it was from my own savings.
Okay.
And I had a fridge from school. So
Okay.
that's what I use, a tabletop fridge.
Okay.
So your parents actually have equity in this business because they bought that fridge.
And my mom gave me this old freezer. It
Okay.
was so old. But we used it then till our first freezer that we bought, we actually got this 5,000 support from LAX. There was a
Okay.
challenge
Okay.
that I participated in.
Okay.
So we
Nice.
used that money to buy our first brand new freezer.
Oh, great.
Yes, and then we bought a fridge.
Okay.
A small fridge
Okay.
too, and then after that, we've been financing it through like money. I want to talk about the loan. Okay.
Okay. Let's hear about the money.
Okay. So with financing, mostly it's me
Okay.
and refinancing into the business, the profit that we make, then we go back. I remember trying to go for a loan during the lockdown because we got this big contract. I went to the bank and what they said, I got so confused.
You wanted the bank to
I
finance the
I
contract.
did. I had never tried it before.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, we need this money very well. And it was a big business. And we had to pre-finance.
Okay.
I went there, they mentioned the money. I was like, okay.
What kind of big business? Why did you have to pre-finance?
It was, so they were shopping for their staff
Okay.
during the lockdown. So we'll deliver to their staff.
Okay.
Yes. And it
And
was
they
a
wanted you
lot.
to pre-finance that?
Yes, it was almost 20,000.
Okay.
And it was the first time we had gotten an order like that.
Okay.
And you have to pre-finance. They'll pay you after 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we didn't have the money.
Okay.
So we wanted to go to the bank because we save with them, but the terms, and the money they were going to give to us won't even reach half.
Oh, okay.
So we just went to family and friends,
Okay.
got the money and paid them right after we got the money from the people.
That's
Oh,
very
okay.
trustworthy.
Okay.
That's good. The thing you also need to understand is that this is business.
Yes.
There's no point sitting there as the emperor over a small business because you want to be 100% owner, rather than releasing some of it, having external input and external financing so you can grow this bigger. I think the message we're trying to tell is sometimes to finance your dreams, you need to let go of
Open up.
some control. And it usually creates, depending on the structures, a better business. But that's a whole different discussion.
So the big business or the big company is the idea. And I don't mind having an investor
Okay.
and giving some of the shares. I don't mind at all, because when you want to reach the businesses I said I was looking up to
Yes.
when I started. These are big businesses and they are not owned by one person. There are lots of people with shares, and I would gladly go with that. But for now, I wouldn't want to give majority,
Okay.
because when you are building a business,
I get
there's
you. You
this
want
thing
to drive the
have
vision. Yeah.
Yes, you have
Totally
the
agree
vision.
with you.
There's the money, but the vision drives it. You can get all the money, like the 300,000, and I don't know what to do with it. Before I know, the business has collapsed.
We
And
get
there
you.
was a grocery delivery service before me. I remember when I started, just a month before after we started, I told my boss I feel someone is watching me. A month into it, the person called me and said, you know what, I think we should partner. Several times he came, I said, no, I don't understand it. I can't go with this. And now, at a point, we actually had to do their deliveries for them and pretend it's them.
Because they couldn't.
Yes, and now they don't exist anymore. And they have they had an app, they had a website, they had everything.
Maybe they grew too fast. I get you.
So that's what makes me know
Don't worry,
that
we'll
I
put a
have
higher
to
value on your sweat equity.
So
So let's look at other financing options other than equity.
Yeah,
But I think the point was
so-
to show you that there's so many options.
So there are so many options, like she rightly said. So someone can give you a loan that is not going to take control from you, but probably the loan should be targeted at specific projects. So
Yes.
it could be equipment financing. So that she buys you, let's say, the tracks that you need. Okay, and then in case things are going bad, at least she has
That
security
asset to
over the track. Now you use the track to run the business, and then you pay interest based on the price of the business. In which case, they are not giving the money to you, and then you get confused and you do things. So you must first start with a business plan.
Okay.
So if I have this investment of 300,000, I need to buy 3-4 trucks. I need to get this number of people, employees. I need to get this number of fridges. I may need to have my own set of, let's say, motor vehicles. So once you have the plan such that, and you may need to even improve your website, or get a central website so people can go there and so be placing orders, all those. So that your system, once you know that the money is coming in is for this investment, okay, then what will be left is how you manage the business to be sure that you'll be able to pay that interest for that investment. So as you grow, as you have like 4 or 5 trucks in the city delivering things, your role then doesn't even become ordering goods, but it's to make sure that people are not stealing your things. When they sell the goods, cash comes to you. When an order is placed, it gets delivered to the right place. It's not because someone who is going to deliver the goods diverts it, and now the customer comes to you and things like that. So growing big can come with it, that risk, and you need the expertise needed to be able to do that. And I'm happy you always kept saying that things you don't understand, you're a bit careful.
Yes. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you have to do all those things yourself. Look for people
Get support.
that can help you. Because like the numbers you put a train around, if I sit here and I look at your numbers, I think that to expand to all those things, you need to get into about 300,000.
Okay.
Okay, but it has to be managed properly.
Yes.
She has to scale up
Properly, and you have to put in controls to avoid theft and losses and all those things.
Even the fuel stealing.
Fuel stealing. And no, when you are big, it's a different ball game.
Okay.
Because you may have maybe 4 warehouses or whatever.
My worry is that at some point, and I love the fact that she's driving the vision, she knows what she's doing. But my worry is also that at some point, the business is going to grow bigger than her. And it's either she opens up or she would,
Yeah, I get it.
you'll smother the business because you're not letting it.
And a competitor will come in and take advantage of that finance.
That's actually my worry.
So that's why when you are opening up in your case, then you want your best option will be a venture capital institution. Sometimes they come on board with some expertise.
Okay.
For example, some of the venture capital people can make sure that they manage the customer end. So they are IT people who give you the websites, and the customer end is
They
managed.
give you all the technical support you need and help you grow, and then when it's time, they exit.
The exit. Okay.
I think
so
we need to go to Coach's Corner because Elsie she's written a lot of notes. She needs a coach to just ginger you up a bit. So we'll go to Coach's Corner, and when we come back from Coach's Corner, we'll try and wrap this up.
Hello, welcome to Coach's Corner on Business Compass. As always, I am Coach Bell. Our business knowledge tonight is borrowed from American rap superstar Jay-Z's success module. Jay-Z says, hustle. Have an empire state of mind. He sees music as his passion and an excellent way to express himself. but his overall mentality is towards building an empire. He's owned restaurants, clothing companies, bars, record labels, and much more. This is a state of mind that every entrepreneur should have. Don't wait until you have the tools. Work leads to growth, which leads to income, which leads to investment with the correct equipment, which then leads to more growth, and so on. Have a plan. Create a proper and official business plan to make sure you know exactly what the plan is before jumping into things. An idea could strike at any time. Be prepared to write it down. Could be on your phone, a notepad, but put it somewhere. Ignore trends. Trends, most noticeably in fashion, don't last for very long. So if you end up copying a trend in your business, the chances are you won't last very long. Don't take your eyes off the prize. Be laser focused on your ultimate goal, which is building your empire one small business at a time. In the words of Jay-Z, and I quote, "I believe that the energy you put out in the world, you get back," end of quote. So what are you putting out in the world? Thank you for watching and see you soon.
Thank you, Coach Bell, and welcome back, viewers from Coach's Corner. We're still here with Miss Elsie of Big Samps Market, Aja Agbogloshi. So we've gone through a lot.
Yes.
Financing, giving up some control, customer service, the need for a business plan, a bigger vision, how you need to get customer testimonials. How do you feel?
I'm happy I came. Like, I want to find a word that's more than happy.
Okay, we're in a good place then. We're going to give you a truck, but Petra, you decide.
So I think we should give her vision, and that's because when she started talking about her business, even though I'm sure she has it somewhere in her mind,
goals.
yes, she had goals, and she wasn't articulating that big vision very, very clearly. So we want to remind her that
This
she
truck
should
looks
stretch.
like it's going straight to Agogulu.
Yes, actually.
Let me see if it will
Arrow
roll.
glass.
Ah, perfect.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So my thing is, Petra, okay, you do your closing and then I'll do my closing.
So I'll say that focus on what you want to achieve. You've articulated it very nicely. I feel that one of the very good things you have is your personal equity. So you come across as somebody who has very high integrity levels, and that's important for the business you're doing. So continue to project that. Let people trust you. Let them trust in the fact that you're giving them the best quality, good prices, convenience, all of that, and project that brand. And I'm sure that you would achieve the very wonderful vision and the goals that you set out for yourself.
Thank you.
Frank?
Yeah, thank you. So look, because I have numbers, I'm happy. And I think you are bigger than you think. You probably can be a gold, but you seem to be comfortable with silver. And I think it's time you go for the big risk and grab it. Because the sector you are serving, everybody needs it. And people will want to avoid the inconvenience of going to the market. So think of partnering with somebody to give you the financing you need. And if you need help, you can call on any of us in terms of negotiating some of your things that you need to make
Even
sure
understanding.
understanding those things to make sure that you are not shortchanged with what you have done so far. But I think your prospects are very good.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I think they've said everything I needed to say. You are such a caring person that you are thinking more about the customer angle, about you've buy food before you spend all your money. Just focus on what you are selling to the customer, what you're offering them. And like Petra said, I think that your business model is easy to replicate. But what they cannot replicate is actually what has made you successful, and that's you. Like she said, your personal equity. It's your character, is your authenticity, is your integrity. And we need to see more of that. So it's the personality that is selling us this convenience that is the key success factor, and I think we want you to project that more. And Frank said it, you are gold, but you are pretending to be silver. Let go. just unleash that big vision, and I know you're going to do great things. And it's been such a pleasure to have you. And I know you're going to come back, because we would need to finance this big vision, and we need to track this and see how it's going. But you're a phenomenal businesswoman, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Thank you.
So, viewers, if we thank you for joining us this evening. I'm sure you've enjoyed the journey to Agbogloshi Market just like we have. It's been a great learning experience, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Remember that this is the GPS for your business. We actually help you find yourself in that journey to being a business person. And if you want to appear on the show, please send a WhatsApp video to 026-300-5055. My name is Charlotte Osei, and this was produced by Fiducia Services Limited. And I am very grateful that Mrs. Petra Samoa and Mr. Frank Abe could join me today. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.
It's been an interactive and very educating session. And some of the things I'm going to take away is to focus, like they said. The vision is big. There's the big vision, and it has to be financed. There has to be like a good structure to make it happen, and that I should open up to more people, partnership, and then getting more. It doesn't matter if there are more people helping you so that you achieve more. You don't have to do everything yourself.
Hi, I'm Petra, and today's marketing tip is know your customer. It's very important that as you design your product or your service, you're clear on who your customer is. Not everyone is your customer, and so define who your customer is, profile your customer, be sure about who they are, what their lifestyles is, how old they are, what they do, so that you can properly meet their needs. I'll catch you later.